YouTube, welcome back to JJD's Vintage Chainsaws. Today was a snow day here in Massachusetts, at least for me, and for hundreds of thousands of other people. We had probably 18 to 24 inches of snow last night and today that really shut everything down, except for UPS apparently, because today I got a couple Sears chainsaws delivered. These are both 917 350 710 models, and you know, Sears never did anything really creative with their names or numbering schemes. They just put the 917 prefix and the 355 prefix or whatever. Back in the 50s and 60s, they used to be called David Bradley. Sears would sell saws under the David Bradley name, and this one's a later model because it has absolutely nothing to do with David Bradley. So I think that one went the way of the dinosaur in the early mid-60s. And what we have today are just Sears, Roebuck and Company, and Simpson Sears Limited, made in the USA. But anyway, two models, both 350 710s. This one you can see is clogged up nice and good in the cylinder fins with petrified oily sawdust. I certainly wouldn't want to run a saw like this for any length of time. I mean, because that's a good way to overheat it. You know, you start boiling fuel and then you roach a piston and cylinder because air cannot travel in between those cylinder fins to cool them off. You know, those cylinder fins are a giant heat sink like you find on a computer CPU. And the more surface area, the faster it would dissipate heat. So if these are clogged, which they are, because I cannot see light on one side from one side to another. Anyway, this one actually does not have the original bar. This one has a Poulin sprocket nose bar. Must have been from a similar vintage Poulin, maybe a 245 or a 306. And this one also has, you can see, mismatched washers. It's got the original nuts, but that's about it. No clutch cover. Mismatched washers. And another goofy aluminum sheet metal thing on there, which serves no purpose really, aside from just being another spacer. But anyway, I'm gonna say it turns over, but the starter dog doesn't want to jump out and grip the flywheel. It does if you really rip it, and then it'll pull through. Seems a little stuck, greasy, grimy. The bearings feel good. It's got plenty of compression, that's for sure. Not sure about spark. Haven't even tried that yet. Haven't done a carb kit or any of that. You can see it's got a Lausen diaphragm carb on there. These carbs don't have any pumps on them. It's just a diaphragm, and it's gravity fed, so it's going to take a few extra pulls to get it to start, even with full choke. No purge vol or primer or any of that. Just a real budget homeowner saw. I mean, these things were not professional at all. You know, they're not winning races. They're not, certainly by today's standards, but even yesterday's standards. I mean, these were never professional saws. Purely homeowner saws. You know, you could order them from the Sears catalog or go to the mall and get one if these were at the mall. So that's that one. The other one I have, excuse me, same model. This one actually has the cheesy plastic, I think that's plastic, feels like plastic, clutch cover. About the only plastic on this saw. Cosmetically, it's in a little worse shape. But Santa Claus, being as much of a serial number nerd as I am, or almost as much, managed to scrounge up the old original serial sticker and tape it on the handle before he shipped it. So thank you, Santa, for that. This one has the original Sears bar, and I know with the crappy lighting in here you guys can't even see it, can't even read it, so I'm not even going to try and show it, but Sears 9665667H Uni-Hard. So this would have been, this is a hard nose bar, no sprocket. This would have been the original bar to this saw, without a question. This one, the starter works fine, has plenty of compression, more than enough to run and cut. I don't anticipate any any problems. I bet if I pull that stack exhaust off, I was going to call it a muffler, but it's another one. It's not even much of a muffler. If I pull that off, there's probably no scoring on the piston or the rings. And it's really not much of a muffler, just that goofy Sears David Bradley slotted stack with, looks like Meme's old pasta strainer screen in there, which was original because both these saws have it and my other one has it too. I know you guys, many of you guys have probably seen videos of that one running and cutting a piece of dead oak very slowly. People are surprised at how slow these things are. And, you know, that's just the way it was back then. These are not professional racing saws. These are homeowner saws. If you got a storm and you need to go out and cut some limbs or cut some firewood, these will get the job done, but they won't do much more than that. But anyway, same thing. Lawson diaphragm carburetor. It's got that barrel-shaped Skinner ribbon element air filter on there. Fortunately, both of these saws have these. These are often missing on a lot of these old saws when you get them. Probably cannibalized for other projects, but anyway, I'm not sure if these ones ever had an automatic oiler on them, but they certainly are manual. They got a manual push button here, and you know, some saws from this time period were automatic oilers and they had a manual override in case you got into some sticky wood or some hardwood, which is really a good thing because you're way better off having too much oil than too little oil and destroying a bar and chain, or even worse. So anyway, couple old cool Sears saws to have in the collection. You guys will probably see some videos coming up of these things running and cutting, and probably do some more discussion on them if I find something that's interesting or cool or out of place. One thing I will say about these, I don't know if it's an AH480 engine or an AH58, but it's one of the Power Products AH engines with the removable cylinder head and no head gasket. It's just two pieces of metal that are sandwiched together. And I'm not sure what the purpose of having the removable head was, but, you know, it's good enough. On a couple of these saws when I got them, the head bolts were all loose, and the saw had hell of an air leak. It was backfiring and spitting and wouldn't stay running, and what the hell was that? All the bolts are loose, so just go tighten them down, and it was ready to go again. So anyway, a couple more Sears saws for the chainsaw pile. I gotta have damn near 70 saws in my collection now. I'm running out of room down here, but not a bad problem to have. It's a cool hobby. Keeps me out of trouble, that's for sure. So anyway, look forward to some more videos on some more Sears saws, and thank you Santa, and thank you UPS for making the delivery today. I know the dangerous road conditions, but what the heck. And one more thing, I do have to make a small plug for Pirate Ship. They're a company where I can buy shipping labels at an extreme discount to UPS or USPS pricing. And I've done numerous transactions with them now, where I buy the shipping label. You know, the seller gives me he boxes up the saw and gives me the measurements, length, width, height, and overall weight, down to the 1/10 of a pound. And I plug those dimensions into pirateship.com, and they give me a discount price on a shipping label. And we've all seen the outrageous shipping prices on eBay. I don't know where eBay's algorithms or the sellers get those outrageous shipping prices, but it does not cost anybody $100 to ship this saw. I don't really care what anybody says. This does not cost $100 or more to ship. So when you see one of these on eBay and it's $100 plus $150 or $200 in shipping, it's not the seller always that's dictating those prices. It's eBay's algorithms. So just know, if you're dealing with a private individual and you want to avoid paying through the nose, an arm and a leg, and your firstborn to ship these old saws, create an account on Pirate Ship and print out some labels. And I've had great luck with it. and it's something goofy like a 60 or an 80% discount to UPS normal pricing or USPS, and those numbers are legit. So anyway, now I'm just rambling. No, I'm not on old saws anymore. So take care, guys. Hope you enjoyed some discussion, me jaw-jacking about these old things for a little bit. Look forward to some more videos. Stay warm, stay safe, take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and take care of your saws. See you next time.